meet everyone before. And today I just want to actually just go through and explain, do a quick investor style presentation to you guys. There are some components that I am missing out of this presentation today, but really any advice, input that I can have from you guys, just as far as going further in my business and so forth. I've been a part of the CIE for nearly a year now, and I'm definitely always looking for input to grow. I do want to give you guys a little background of the prepaid wireless industry as far as how they generate revenues. In most situations, we have large airtime providers that purchase airtime in large quantities from the wireless carriers, prepaid wireless carriers, and so forth. Those wireless, those providers, they actually sell that airtime in bulk to master distributors and so forth, and they go out and find retailers that actually provide fulfillments, provide refills, and collect payments for those from prepaid wireless customers and so forth. Those retailers, they actually earn a commission or revenue from every time a prepaid wireless customer walks into their store. Generally, that revenue may range between 10 and 5%, depending on. If you give me the opportunity, I want to show you guys a quick video that goes further into that relationship.
So we got Wi-Fi?
Yeah, we are Wi-Fi ready.
This is Happy Bob. Bob owns a store that sells prepaid wireless phones and services. Bob has a problem and doesn't even know it. He is losing money every month. Bob activates 100 prepaid phones per month for his customers. And when those customers come back to refill their monthly service, he earns $5 for each one of those payments. But 15 of those customers decide to refill by phone, online, or with a smartphone app instead of coming back to the store. Bob just lost $75 per month and doesn't even notice. At the end of the year, Bob's accountant shows him an astonishing figure. Bob has activated 1,200 customers over the course of the year, but 180 customers never came back to refill at his store. Happy Bob is now sad because he's lost several $100s this year and will lose $900 per month or $10,000 next year because those customers decided to pay elsewhere. Bob finds the website for PayCell Systems, Inc. There he reads that PayCell will provide him with his own automated payment hotline, website, mobile website, and smartphone app. So Bob decides to sign up with PayCell after getting set.
All right. And Bob constitutes one component of our market. We market our product, our service to two different market areas. One is retailers like Bob. The other part is direct to consumers. We actually market our refill system and so forth directly to the consumer through Google advertising and so forth in order to fulfill payments and collect payments for wireless customers. And I'll explain to you why that is a little later. In the retail market, there are nearly 60,000 Bobs, or stores like Bob that fulfill retail, offer retail wireless services and so forth to customers. Those customers, like I said, they walk in, they pay their bill and so forth, and they earn a commission from that. There are also part of another component of our retailer market. There are 146,000 convenience stores. These convenience stores are places where prepaid wireless users can go and refill their services and so forth. And when I say services, the prepaid wireless industry has evolved to the point where it's just like our contract industry. With contract or postpaid users like yourselves, they pay one flat rate for monthly service. Now, they're not buying minutes per minutes or anything like that. They're paying $50 and they get 1 month of service for that month. Another component of our model, of our market that we've identified is multi-level marketing members. Members of companies like Vitel, ACN, Lightyear, SolarBay, and so forth. They've been trained by these networking companies to offer services and products to their friends and family. With Vitel in particular, they're actually equipped with a website that allows their family members to go and purchase prepaid wireless service or re-up their service through their particular website. We also have identified ISO distributors. ISO distributors are large distributors or master dealers that market for the prepaid wireless carriers and the airtime distributors, and they go in and they set up wireless stores to be able to sell airtime, cell phones and accessories, SIM cards, and so forth. Another component that a couple months ago I would never have realized are debit card companies. Debit card companies, there are plenty of them out there now. They all are offering their own branded card and so forth. What they're doing now is they're actually looking for other value-added services to add to the component to compel a certain user base to come in and use that particular card. I'll expand on that a little bit more later. The problem that all of these retailers, these businesses face is basically they're not equipped to collect payments from these customers. The market is $1 billion a year market for wireless services and so forth, and they're not equipped. The wireless store, they're usually equipped with a credit card machine and a terminal and so forth, and they're used to a customer walking into the store and paying with cash or paying with credit, and that's it. Some of them have gone out and set up websites and set up other ways to be able to collect these payments, but that's usually the extent of their capabilities. The airtime providers that want these retailers to sell more airtime for them, they're not equipping them with anything more than a terminal or a web interface for the actual salesperson to log into to generate that, to accept that payment on behalf of the customer. And they're not equipping them with any other resources or any other tools. Our solution is to provide, and our solution that we have is basically to provide these retail businesses, these retail outlets, a system that gives them the ability to accept payments by phone, online, with a smartphone, by e-check, or what we're putting together is text-to-pay. I want to talk a little bit about our consumer market. The wireless market and concerns of wireless revenues for services consist of, it's a $178 billion market, and that's here in the United States. The prepaid wireless accounts for 29.2% of that market. As of June 2012, wireless subscriber rates topped 100 million, and now 1/3 of every person who has a cell phone has a prepaid wireless cell phone, a handset. Furthermore, 65% of all new activations are in the prepaid arena. Just to let you know the trends of the U.S. market compares to the rest of the world, 70% of Chinese use a prepaid phone, 80% of Latin America, and 65% of Europe use a prepaid wireless device. The problem in our consumer market is simply customers, they don't know how to pay. It's mind-boggling. You would think you would just whip out your phone, dial 611, and connect to your carrier, make a payment. Unfortunately, with these prepaid wireless carriers, they have alternate codes that you have to dial in to be able to connect to make a payment. Also, the prepaid wireless carriers, they offer limited customer service hours. We have one large carrier in particular, Page Plus Wireless. They operate out the Verizon system. They're one of these carriers. They've been around for 10 years. You have to dial #737 to reach their customer service before 9 o'clock Central Standard Time. After that, you can't make a payment unless you find some alternative method. Just some facts to let you know exactly how many people are looking since we do run ads that are specializing looking for these customers. Our ads have had 358,000 impressions over the last 3 months, meaning 358,000 people have typed in how to make a payment on Net 10, how to refill Page Plus, how to refill Simple Mobile. We've also had 21,291 clicks on our website looking for a either that number and so forth. Our solution for the direct-to-consumer market is offering easier ways to make a payment. We provide vanity numbers. For instance, for Simple Mobile, we have the vanity number 8556 Simple that we advertise through Google AdWords and so forth. We have an abbreviated dialing code, which is **pay SM, that you can dial from any cell phone number in the country. Any of y'all, if you picked up and dial **pay SM, it'll connect you to our payment system. We also offer planning on offering pay by text messaging that will basically give a customer the ability, if they've already previously made a payment in our system, it will save their credit card information as a token, and when they text the word pay from their cell phone to a specific number, then it will initiate a payment for that customer. Also, we are planning on and deploying smartphone-enabled websites, smartphone apps, and so forth. Now, the team is running this, all these solutions together, and marketing is, of course, myself. I am a CEO and founder of PaySale Systems. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I actually left one of those people who actually dropped out of college after 2 years and actually to start my business back in 2001 in the wireless business. I'm the former owner of several independent wireless stores. Those stores and combined gross sales were amounted to $3.4 million in 1 year. And I'm familiar with the needs of wireless dealers. I mean, just simply put, I've been in the business long enough, and I know what it takes, and I know what customers need, and I know how to connect the dots between providing services to these customers. Next, we have Rick Bala. He's located out of Houston, and he's someone that I've connected with in the latter part of 2012. He offers B2B services and marketing and so forth. He's been in the wireless industry on this wholesale side for 15 years. And also he's top ranked on the website that I actually met him on, which is Elance. And lastly, Mr. Thomas Aguirre. He is my front-end PHP developer. He's located in Chile. He has been the project manager for Excel, head of system engineering for Building, senior network and system engineer for Dr. Kramer Laboratories. He's also top ranked on Elance, which is the website that I actually found him on. Some of the technology behind PaySale Systems provide services to wireless retailers and directly to consumers. We also offer a proprietary fulfillment backend system. What do I mean by that? Well, when a customer makes a purchase for a prepaid wireless service, in many cases, they're still provided with a prepaid wireless PIN. This is a 10 to 15 digit PIN number that has to be applied to the customer's account to complete the refill. The only issue with that is a lot of times when these customers make payments through websites that provide with their refill PIN number, they don't know what to do after that. They assume that after inputting their credit card information, their sale is done. It causes a lot of problems for these customers. So what we've done is we've built out a system that will go the additional step and load that refill PIN number onto to the customer's account. We offer a flexible IVR integration, meaning our IVR telephony system that is used to accept payments from customers can be actually formatted to the actual business owner's needs, and we can actually upsell them on additional services that's linked with that IVR system. The IVR system is also a hybrid text messaging system. Much like if you're familiar with Google Voice, it can actually deploy text messages and receive voice calls and so forth from the same number. As stated before, we offer vanity numbers and also star dialing codes as well. We have the flexibility to integrate with the top level airtime distributors to suit their needs as well. And we offer a 4-layer anti-fraud protection with ABS, CVV, fraud protection, and integration with Cardinal Commerce, which is the Visa by Verified and MasterCard Secure Code online fraud protection systems. And one last thing, one of the last technologies that we're planning on deploying is a incentive-based payment app. This is an app that a customer can use to pay their bill with, plus refer other users to that app, and in return, they would receive a credit towards their bill or a discount off their bill for referring that app to another customer and so forth. So theoretically, under the plan that I have, a customer could actually pay their entire bill through referrals by referring that app to other customers in that app and their friends using that app themselves. I've identified, once again, we'll go over the actual type of customers that we are marketing towards: prepaid wireless subscribers and the B2B channels, convenience stores, MLM members, debit card companies, and wireless stores. The economics behind the B2B customers, we are planning on charging prepaid wireless retailers, stores, and so forth $49.95 as a setup to access our system. And for that setup, we will provide them with a refill hotline, website, mobile website, and web app. They'll be paying $9.95 per month to be able to utilize the system. Plus, we also charge a $2 transaction fee for every customer who calls in. We charge that directly to the customer. We also charge we perform the fulfillment and the processing on behalf of that prepaid wireless, on behalf of that wireless establishment. So we actually charge also a 0.5% uptick on the merchant processing as well. We have a second model for stores who don't want their customers paying a $2 fee and so forth. So we actually waive that fee for any customer that pays through that particular retailer's hotline. Of course, then the actual retail establishment has to cover a larger cost for access to the system. We charge $99.95 for a setup, $39.95 for a monthly fee, and 5% uptake margin on the CC processing. Lastly, we have distributors that are very interested in in this service. We charge each distributor $199.95 for the setup, $49.95 per month to be able to sell the system. Also, $299.95 setup and $149.95 if they wish to solely push the no convenience fee model of the system. We also provide revenue sharing for the convenience fee that we charge to the customers. In this situation here, we have a tiered schedule set up where we offer 25 cents to the distributors, 35 cents, 50 cents, and so forth, depending on the amount of transactions that's processing through the distribution. Our direct-to-consumer economics here, the average revenue per customer is $50. Cost of goods, $44.85 that was paid back to the airtime provider. And the average cost to acquire each customer is $1.25. As of 2012, we've actually had 20,716 payments that processed through the system. Those are unique callers calling in. However, we have only 2,900 active recurring customers that call in each month. Now, there's some traction involved that explains the gap between the amount of unique customers and the amount of recurring customers. And there are some milestones that are involved also that need to take place to keep those customers as recurring customers calling into our system, because there is a great revenue potential directly tied to that. And also, these milestones that we set in place will also shore the system up for retailers that are capturing sales for their customers as well. What we plan on doing in the next 12 months, integrating an ANI system, which is automatic number identification into the system. When a customer calls in, they will be identified based off their phone number and presented with the previous payment information or transaction information. Also, if they choose to, we will also include a token-based platform that saves their credit card information and actually presents them with their last payment method and actually process the payment based off their token information. We also like to integrate some international long-distance carriers, providers into our system as well. They actually provide a lot higher margins in the top-ups and the refills and so forth. And of course, also we want to deploy an incentive-based payment app. Our business-to-business partners, companies that we've aligned ourselves with and are proposing business relationships with, Boxcall and EasyPoser. They're two large IOD distributors in the country. Also, Totalcom and SkyTel, they're in Louisiana and Miami. They're large prepaid wireless distributors, master distributors, and so forth. Our debit card partner, which is BenX. This is the company that wants to place an actual prompt on their system, their IVR system, that allows their debit card customers to be able to make a payment over the phone. Also, MVNO Carrier, which is a prepaid wireless carrier. ReadySim US, they're looking to use our system to accept refills for all of their customers. And National Publications, the prepaid press. As far as competition in the industry, there are hundreds of prepaid wireless websites that accepts payments online. There are also, you have the companies, the MLM companies like Patel and so forth that actually have that set up. So as far as the competition goes, we offer IVR, we offer text to pay, we're offering this incentive-based app, we're offering many more tools that are able to bring in customers and many more payment methods. As far as financials go, that's the component I left out today. I'm getting that together. This revenue model, the business-to-business revenue model, is brand new to us that we put together, and we are working on getting that done, and that's why I'm sure some of you guys saw. Financial history, I do have skin in the game here, and I've reinvested $47,000 as of last year back in the pay sale as far as for software development. And that concludes my presentation. I'd like to thank you all.